Joe Concha joins me now. Joe, I want you to just, I'm going to read the first paragraph of an op-ed in the New York Times written by Bret Stephens, part of the first paragraph. Writing about the pardon, he says, in its rank mendacity, political hypocrisy, naked self-dealing, and wretched example, it typifies what so many Americans have come to detest about the swamp. My goodness me, that is in the New York Times. Ain't that right, Joe?
It's everywhere, quite frankly, Stu. The left is not happy about this. Obviously, the right is laughing at the hypocrisy here. And look, Stuart, I wrote an entire book about Joe Biden's life and how he has been basically an almost pathological liar, going all the way back to his days in law school, when he said he graduated top of his class, when in reality he was caught engaging in heavy plagiarism while finishing near the bottom of his class. And nothing has changed since then during all of his years in the Senate as vice president and obviously as president. This is Joe Biden's legacy now, promising up and down he wouldn't pardon his son, only to do it anyway, which is the least surprising thing we probably heard all year, because we knew this was going to happen. And now I guess it's safe to say that we could finally retire the whole, no one is above the law mantra when it applies to Republicans and especially Donald Trump, when clearly it's rules for thee, not for D's, as in Democrats, Stu.
I have to read you the last paragraph of the Bret Stephens op-ed. He says, what a degrading finale for Biden's feeble, forgettable, frequently foolish presidency. I'll leave it at that. The Harris team, the campaign team, they're still looking for money. They need more. They're asking donors for money to hold Trump accountable. Why would anybody give him more money?
Is that a good check you want to write right now, Stuart? Is that a good investment, you think? I mean, it is utterly amazing that one campaign could spend that much money so quickly, so stupidly, and so recklessly. I mean, why would that campaign have to pay Oprah's production company for an interview to the tune of $1 million? Why was Al Sharpton's nonprofit, which doesn't exactly sound like a nonprofit, paid $500,000 ahead of her T-ball interview with him? Why were all those performers and celebrities paid to show up at her rallies if they were such staunch supporters of hers that had to stop Hitler at all costs? How did the campaign end up in more than $20 million in debt after having all that money? More than $1.5 billion. And it begs the question, Stu, if this is the way the campaign spent money, could you imagine Kamala Harris as president in terms of the way that her government would spend money and steward the economy? It's kind of scary to think about.
That is frightening, Joe Concha, but she lost. Joe, thanks for joining us. See you again real soon.